the first to know. Nsem-Pii TV.
Good afternoon, Adeba and Nsem-Pii TV. So, and a happy 1st April, the month of April. Welcome to the month of April. The minority in Parliament, the mighty minority, the MPP Okokos, a press conference area, Abujanfo, Jakpa any Nikiru national security, expose kesiye baako a NPP minority, I expose no say secret planes bi afiri Grand Canaria a Spain abɛspɛne baako bɛspɛne 5 days, baako nso bɛspɛne 13 days. Na security minority interception ne sɛ these planes were carrying cocaine and cash. Because Granaria is known for these purposes. But when you know, Jakpa ne crew national security or my quiet on it. Enti idea no two from no minority so do money two from no intel or manya intelligence or manya mo NDC gurus be and I carry those cash any cocaine no dey be or my Ghana mu na busanfo obekaya NDC efa akonwa no on the 7th December and check on the 7th January and check and omo dey expose bi ba say omachi containers bi a I carry cocaine any cash dollars any cedis e mo dey betu dwa say one alaji bi e na etachire abusuafo ebesi ne yente ho asem bia na expose say anawie MPP minority dia band abusuafo ano ode enti Japan ne crew just a mysterious planes bi a obiara nim ba bi efiri e na omo dey abepie oman Ghana mu a just abusuafo cash any cocaine so omo dey aba and so wahu say omo ka omo anu atu na yekwaji emu nchechemu efiri minority press conference no.
On the matter of air med flights and Kavok Air private jets transporting suspected cocaine and cash. Ladies and gentlemen, on another security matter related to our airspace, the Minority Caucus calls on national security to, as a matter of urgency, make public the content of cargo suspected to be cocaine and cash transported into the country by two suspicious flights, named flights NH23AM and Kavok Air private jets Antonov and 12B, which landed on the tarmac of Kotoka International Airport in March 2025 from Gran Canaria, an island of Spain, and departed to the same Gran Canaria days after their arrival. Reliable intelligence intercepted by the Minority Caucus indicates that on March 20th, 2025, Air Med flights NH23AM, which is an air ambulance, and I must stress, it's an air ambulance designed specifically to carry patients, landed at Kotoka International Airport in Accra, Ghana, and remained in the country for 5 days before departing 1 a.m. on March 25th, 2025, back to Gran Canaria. Our intelligence further persists that no patient was transported by the said Air Med flights, neither to nor from Accra. There is no evidence of medical referral or patients accompanying or on board the flights on either legs of the flight. We are reliably informed that contrary to the expectation that the Air Med flight would carry patients, the purpose for which it was designed and operates, it rather on this occasion carried suspicious cargo suspected to be cocaine and cash in various United States dollars denominations. In a related development, a private jet, Kavok Air Antonov and 12B, also landed at Kotoka International Airport on March 12, 2025, from the same island of Spain, Gran Canaria, and remained in the country for 13 days and departed at 6:40 hours, that is 6:40 a.m., on March 25th, 2025, to Gran Canaria, the very day Air Med flight also departed to Gran Canaria. While it is intriguing that the two suspicious flights would depart to the same location on the same day, even more intriguing is the cargo suspiciously transported by these aircrafts to and from Gran Canaria, an island known for its notoriety in drug trafficking, money laundering, among others. We call on national security to make full disclosure of the content of the cargo carried by these two aircraft into the country, as well as the cargo carried out of the country by the same aircraft to Gran Canaria, consistent with the principle of transparency in our collective quest to fighting drug trafficking and money laundering. On national security's raid on 12 containers containing gold and cash. On February 9, 2025, National Security conducted a major raid on a warehouse in Sapiman in the South Municipality in Accra, where they uncovered 12 20-foot containers filled with gold bars and unspecified amount of cash in various denominations of US dollars and Ghana cedis, worth over several billions of dollars. This operation was widely carried by various media outlets in Ghana. Nearly 2 months after this operation, National Security has failed to brief the public on the status of their investigation relating to the corporates behind the billions of gold and cash stashed in the 12 containers, and failed to disclose the actual quantity of gold and the specific amount of money retrieved during the operation, and what the state intends to do with the gold and cash currently in the custody of national security. We demand accountability. We demand national security to give accounts of the gold bars and the cash retrieved and what they intend to do with it. The Minority Caucus, as responsible opposition as we are, in absolute circumspection, have been patient and given reasonably 2 clear months for national security to communicate the status of their investigation with the public, albeit without any information from national security. The legitimate question Ghanaians are asking is, does the government through national security intend to divert the 12 containers filled with gold and cash only to turn around to deceive the public in the end and probably call the gold as fake and the cash as counterfeit? The public is hereby assured that the mighty minority will not rest and relent until credible communication on the status of the 12 containers filled with gold and cash is transparently made to the general public by the Minister for the Interior with additional responsibility for national security and corporates duly prosecuted. March 29, 2025, issued a press release in which the public was informed of investigations being conducted by the Ghana Navy into a suspected pirate attack on a Ghanaian registered fishing vessel, Maxine 1, which attack took place in Ghanaian waters on the evening of Thursday, March 27, 2025. The press release further provided that at approximately 17:53 hours, reports indicated that 7 armed individuals suspected to be pirates boarded the ship and fired warning shots, prompting several crew members to seek cover in a safe area. The pirates allegedly stayed on board for 3 hours after assembling all on deck and confiscating their mobile phones. The captain, chief mates, and chief engineer of the vessel, all believed to be Chinese nationals, were allegedly kidnapped by the pirates and remain missing. While we urge full-scale investigation into the incident to apprehend the pirates, we call on the government to resource the Ghana Navy with the required complement of offshore patrol vessels to fully equip the Ghana Navy to more comprehensively and effectively safeguard our waters. Ladies and gentlemen of the press, you will recall the diligent attempt of the erstwhile government to procure 2 offshore vessels for the Ghana Navy in 2024. This plan, in its final stages, was fiercely opposed by the NDC in Parliament, who called for the process to be terminated. Indeed, subsequently, the process of purchase was thus aborted. As pirates are aware of Ghana Navy's lack of offshore patrol vessels, the vulnerabilities in the security of our waters are likely to be exploited by these pirates. To strengthen security on our waters and serve as deterrence, we strongly urge the Ministry of Finance and the Ministry of Defense to prioritize the purchase of 2 offshore patrol vessels and recommence the processes for parliamentary approval and subsequent purchase of same. We on the minority side pledge our support for the process to become successful.